ITV has been accused of using insane, dirty tricks to limit Nigel Farage's airtime on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Well, this comes after a section showcasing Farage talking about his friend Donald Trump was allegedly removed from the programme.
This is an interesting one because obviously ITV were desperate, Rafe, to have Nigel Farage on. They obviously thought it was going to be an absolute winner when it came to viewing figures. It did appear like Nigel Farage was getting on quite nicely with most of the campmates. Yes, there was a bit of friction with Fred, the French maitre d', but besides from that, it all seemed to be going quite swimmingly. Do you think the ITV execs are getting a bit worried that maybe they're doing his press for him?
Yes, I think they were hoping for another Matt Hancock repeat. And I think people are, as I expected actually, getting to know the real Nigel Farage, who was an absolutely charming, decent chap. I've never heard him say a bad word about anybody, and people are seeing the real character rather than the pantomime villain that he's often portrayed by in the media. And I think this is doing him a world of good, not by those who are rabidly against him, by all those who are quite uncertain or maybe took a dislike to him. They're actually getting to like him, and that might be scaring ITV quite a bit. And, of course, they believe that he may be using this as a platform, perhaps for future ambitions.
Well, wasn't the problem here that Nigel Farage was caught on camera in one of the very early episodes saying, I'm gutted they didn't vote for me to do the trial, because if you do the trials, you get 25% of the airtime. Didn't he give the game away?
I think he did a bit. Look, I'm no fan of Nigel Farage. I think he's been hugely divisive. But the issue here is ITV's duty of due impartiality. And what the guidelines say is that if you're going to have someone who's going to give very strong views, it has to be countered by others with equally strong views. And I don't think the celebs on the programme are up to giving him that degree
Even
of...
on a
You mean Nella Rose isn't doing a good job?
Yeah, she was doing a good job, wasn't she?
Maybe she wasn't involved in this particular exchange.
Right, well, I can kind of see the logic that they might be concerned about it being perceived as political campaigning. Do you think that's the worry, or do you think it's leftie execs not wanting Nigel Farage to get good press?
I think it's all of the above. I mean, you know, there's certainly an opportunity here for Nigel Farage to make his case. He's a very skilled media operator, but at the same time, I think, you know, he can win the battle for hearts and minds over these next few weeks.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm no fan of Nigel Farage, but sticking your head in a bucket full of snakes is my worst nightmare.
You mean going on the BBC?
What about mooning on national television?
Not persuaded.
That was an interesting editorial choice. I don't think I've watched a good few episodes of I'm a Celebrity over the years. I'm not sure I can remember seeing bare buttocks from any other celebrity chosen to be shown on the programme.
No, just some, you know, bikini moments.